Hi, we're back, and we're going to continue with lesson 9. So we are learning about plural pronouns, and we're going to just continue 9.3. So just to remind you that we know we already look at some of the singular pronouns, bound pronouns, and free pronouns. So now what we're looking at and learning is the plural pronouns. So we're going to be continuing learning about how to refer to people respectfully. Okay. So now we're going to be looking at the respectful pronoun, which is the bound pronoun is the E2 dots B, which is pronounced up. Again, it is pronounced up. And the independent respectful pronoun is love. Love. All right, so again, so we're gonna go over some of the sentences so that you can see how these pronouns are used. And one of the first one we have, the teacher turns off the radio. So we would say if we're referring to the teacher, that's Quest Master Right, right? The teacher turned off the radio. Quest Master Right. So if we want to substitute a pronoun for mess, being respectful, because in Zapotec communities, they are very respectful toward teachers. So we're going to use the respectful pronoun. So we are going to substitute the E2 that B for mess, right? So now it reads a request of right. Okay, one more time. Request of right. All right. So the next one is the priest wants chapulines. I hope you've tried the chapulines. They are delicious. Okay, so we would say shoes, gas of right. Again, shoes, gas, right. And now we're gonna do, I hope that you guys are always noticing the underlines, and the underlines, again, it means focus. So that means that the focus is gonna come at the beginning of the sentence. So this one is gonna be lab, gas, right. Lab, gas, right. Guess it's missing an ed at the end. Okay, and also we're gonna do he got better, which is the ryak verb, right? So it would be the ryac, and then as we have noted earlier that we're following, if you speak Spanish, we're following the same rules on Spanish. So if it is, and if a word or verbs end with a C, and then we change that C into QU before the E and an I, or the E2 that. So now we have biakan, right? So that's the ka sound that the QU makes, and the U is silent. So for he got better, it would be biakup, right? Biakup. Okay, so again, please read the details. So if you forget and you're wondering why we all of a sudden have the QU, these are the rules that we explained earlier. So, and now we have we subject and us object. All right, so we have some sentences with we as subjects used when you're talking about yourself and some others. So it's you including others, okay? So if we say we, I and other people, maybe two or more, open the door, we say Shelian puert. So here's the bound pronouns for we, e to that n. So again, Shelian puert. Next, Tanyan ralat. Again, Tanyan ralat. We are following a medical diet. Rbanan So as you can see, it functions the same way as the other bound pronouns, like the singular bound pronoun. So remember that we used to use in the previous lessons. So if I said he, this one is following a medical diet, it would have been kapaanang, right? So that would have been, or we would use e to that's eng. But instead of that, since it's us, we use this new bound pronoun, which is e to that en attached to the verb. All right. So we got better. It's biakan, the QU again. Please continue reading the details. And so here we're using the Danone as an object or focus subject. So it's right here, the noun. So here we go. So if we said the teacher gave the book to us, we would say nish mes raliever the noun. Remember, again, we're using nish because we are part of the recipient. We are the ones who's receiving the book. So remember that there are two verbs to mean gives. One is a date if you're giving something to somebody else, right? But if you're the receiver, the speaker is the receiver or part of the group of the receiver, you're going to be using nish. So that's why we have the perfected nish mesra liebertanon. Okay. And also the nish, if you are giving the something to the speaker directly. If you're speaking to somebody directly and you're giving that person something and you use their niche. I hope that's clear. If not, there is a section in which we discuss the difference between ardeit and niche. Please go back to it. And then we have hiras, dazan, danon. So the he, this one, right, that we learned the previous lesson. So like he, this one, hit us. Doesn't the known. And it is a focus sentence, so that we are the focus of the sentence. So that's why we're using the free pronoun. So we say the non kabevan. Okay, so it is a focus subject. Okay. Let's continue here. And then we have some of the changes in the pronunciation. Again, please go over it. But the best way to really understand what we mean is by listening to the sentences. If you know over and over, and it's the only way you learn a language. So for the next sentences, we gave 4 books to the doctor. We say Tapliever den doctor. Again, Tapliever den doctor. We like her. And remember, just before I say that tap, it comes before the noun. Okay. So we like her. We say Rulasen lai. Lai is the free pronoun, that one, right? So I hope now it's all started to make sense to you. We are boiling water, kasudieven, yes. And again. All right, so we continue to with more sentences. So for we jump is tiesen. We are missing money. It's a focus sentence. The non kanitian mul. Okay. We ran. Runyan. We asked for those books. Ralievere navan. And now we have some plural nouns. So if you remember, we were looking at the E to that NG, and now we have the RENG, which makes it a plural distinct pronoun. And then we also have the respectful pronoun, which is RE to that B. So this one is pronounced rung, and then the respectful pronoun is ruk. Okay, and as usual, they are attached to verbs, just the way other subject pronouns do. So if we say they, these people, ask for the books, we would say nabrn reliever, right? So this is the equivalent of this person, right? But in plural. So just remember there's an E2 dot for both of them. And for the plurals, we have the R. And the singular is just E2 dot NG. And I hope that helps you to remind you that we mean like this, these people, or this person. Okay, so again, mnabrang reliever. The next one, those people, right? Are I. In the singular form, we saw that's only I, and now we have the R. Oh, okay, so if you want to think in that way, like that, right? Or those, it is the I that you have to be aware of. So again, those people left 10 pencils behind. Sandri swipe. Again, the number comes before the noun. Next, they respected people turn off the radio. Question right. Question right should be 2 R's. Again, a question right. Just think of this as 2 R's, missing 1 R. And next, julasrang na. Julasrang na. Okay. Next, kanitrimul. Kanitrimul. The last one, mnishrubleverdanon. They respected people gave us the books. Okay, so I'm gonna continue reading the sentence for you, and then you do the read the details. Okay, so we have the free plural pronouns are proximate larang, right? Distal lari, and respectful larav. So like the other free pronouns, these can be used as objects or as focus subject. And you already looked at some of those, but we're gonna give you some more examples here. So if I say, I gave the dishes to them, I would say in Zapotec, Vderia raplat larang. One more time. Vderia raplat larang. Okay, and then we have a focus sentence, and we start with the free pronoun. Larang amnishum raplatna. Again, larang amnishum raplatna. Next, kakwan lilan lari. Kakwan lilan lari. Again, lari are those people distal, right? So next sentence, they met the cross. Focus sentence, lari jagri rashap. Again, lari jagri rashap. Next, Vdedia regal larab. Again, Vdedia regal larab. Focus sentence, larab kanabrobnis. Larab kanabrobnis. All right, and don't forget to do your homework. Okay, so keep it up with those homework, please. They're all your responsibility. And then you have the plural informal you. So it's so for the free pronoun, singular is liu, and the corresponding plural pronoun, free pronoun is lad, or bound pronoun ad, and the singular bound pronoun is u, the letter u, and it's pronounced u. So let's look at some of the examples we have right here. So if I said, you guys left the bag behind, so I would say sanat balls. So again, you're using this AD with somebody that you feel comfortable with, younger with you, but don't use it for people who are older than you, or teachers, or your parents. Okay, it's not acceptable, at least in the Valley Zapotec community. So, and then we have a focus sentence here. Are you guys missing money? Lad. Okay, you guys. Lad, kanitiat mul Again. Lad, kanitiat mul Next. Chief Doctor Lad. Chief Doctor Lad. Next. Rzilazat kitlasam nin Again. which means, did you guys think the child was happy? Okay. So we have more about polite verbs here with the la, and I could say, as a favor that Pedro did to you, you can say, Ve the la puerta. Next, lang lang puerta. Okay, and just remember that the LA, the la, the extender, it always comes after the verb, and then you add the bound pronoun. Okay, and this one, remember, it's a focus sentence. Okay, so next one, it's right here. So he did still open the door as a favor. So I would say live shelai puerta. Okay, live shelai puerta. So again, this is the extender, and this is the I for the bound pronoun. Okay, and we have the free pronoun as a way of saying it is a focus sentence. And the next one is lab of shell lab. But again, the LA standard, the EB, which is the bound pronoun for he respectful. Okay. So that's it for today, and I hope that you do keep practicing, because that's since Zapotec it's a tonal language, you need to try to repeat as close as you hear me saying this word, and then that's the end of our lesson 9, and you guys learn more about pronouns, plural pronouns. So until next time, and have a wonderful day. Reti bilo la leksyon ga ni kaseden ulchizah ulgwal ulchizah kunta reshtana tula tin balkatlat kitguni di wel kitrapezak dish ulini ul kadetilo ulchizah ulwelisa hasta stay lezioni yena shahan